Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRioN and the wait is finally fucking over. Game of Thrones episode 1 season 8, man. I am so hyped. I am so ready for this. At least I hope so. I hope I am mentally, emotionally, physically ready for this. Like okay, I've tried not to get wrapped up in the hype because like it is true, like everyone's so eager and waiting and waiting and waiting for this moment, but it's gonna be over so quick. Because like, okay, the way that I rationalize it, it's like the faster it comes, the faster it's going to be over. You know what I mean? Like it's, oh man, everything's been building up to this. So, okay, I'm not going to do much of like a recap because we already kind of know where we are. Plus just looking at the first few seconds, apparently they're doing like a recap. So I don't really see why I should kind of sit here for about 10-15 minutes doing like a massive recap. We already know where we are, man. We all know that Jon and Dany are heading back to Winterfell. Oh man. What I will say is this though, right? I have tried my best to steer clear of kind of social media, and I know like somebody apparently was uploading like scenes and stuff and kind of spoiling shit, and luckily I've kind of stayed clear from everything. I want to go into this kind of blind because, as you may know, I like to kind of like predict stuff, and I don't want people to turn around and say, well of course you must have already seen the spoilers, and I've not seen nothing. I'm going into this blind, and I kind of want to keep it that way with every single episode, you know. So with that being said, I reckon, like, I do honestly think, and I've said this before on the trailer like reaction, I think this season and probably like the first few episodes is going to mirror season 1 a lot with certain shots. Like they had that one shot in the trailer of the kid climbing up watching Dany and like the army come into Winterfell. Is very similar to season 1 episode 1 where Bran was climbing up to see like the Robert Baratheon's army coming into Winterfell, you know, things like that. I think we're gonna see like things being mirrored. Thinking about it though, like even Arya, like at the start of season 1 episode 1, like she was climbing up on top of a wagon or something with the helmet on, looking at the army coming in. So maybe that kid climbing up is kind of like echoing back to her, probably. Like season 1 is very fresh in my head because I've been watching it recently. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just kind of going into this. I'm so excited. Of course, there's going to be like people reuniting, like Arya and Jon reuniting. Jon seeing Bran for the first time is going to be a big one. All of our like main key characters are all coming together now. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see people like interacting for the first time, even though they've been on the show now for many seasons. To see certain characters interact with each other, I think is going to be really cool. And plus, with everyone kind of coming together, everyone's had their own little storylines and shit that's going to start, you know, it's just going to be crazy, man. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. So we're going to get into this. Man, episode 1, season 8, Game of Thrones. Let's do this, man.
I offer you a choice. Bend the knee and join me, or refuse and die.
Why they're showing this specifically? See, this is my problem with recaps, is that they show specific things that is relevant to this episode, and seeing like Daenerys kill Sam's dad and brother, is that going to be relevant in this episode? Well, of course, because they're all coming together, aren't they? Is Sam going to find out? See, like I said, that's why I don't like these previouslys, man. Ooh. New intro sequence, yeah? Kind of strange how like they've gone 8 seasons and this is the first time that they've had like a more or less a brand new like intro, like map. So cool, man. Oh wow. Let's do this, man. Yeah, like I said, this is a bit like episode 1, season 1, Robert Baratheon coming in with his army and Arya climbing up on top of the wagon and shit, right? Or even Bran climbing up, looking at the skyline, seeing them coming in. Fuck. Oh shit. Is John gonna see her? Well, the first few minutes they're gonna meet? No, okay. Carry on.
You should consider yourself lucky. At least your balls won't freeze off.
You take great offense at dwarf jokes, but love telling eunuch jokes.
Why is that?
Because I have balls, and you don't.
Dragons flying over Winterfell. Oh shit. Oh wow, here we go.
Look at you. You're a man.
Almost.
Thank you for inviting us into your home, Lady Stark. The North is as beautiful as your brother claimed. As are you.
Winterfell is yours, Your Grace.
We don't have time for all this. The Night
Yep.
King has your dragon. He's one of them now. The wall has fallen. The dead march south.
Wow. The look though from Sansa, like, like, don't be so bitchy, come on.
When I left Winterfell, I told you we need allies or we will die. I have brought those allies home to fight alongside us. I had a choice, keep my crown or protect the North. I chose the North.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Tyrion.
If anyone survives the war to come, we'll have Jon Snow to thank.
Yep.
How are we meant to feed the greatest army the world has ever seen? While I ensured our stores would last through winter, I didn't account for Dothraki, Unsullied, and 2 full-grown dragons. What do dragons eat, anyway?
Whatever they want.
Oh man, I hope there's not going to be fucking major drama between them two. Like, come on, Sansa. Oh shit, okay. I mean, really, last time they spoke was Joffrey's wedding or something, right?
Last time we spoke was at Joffrey's wedding.
Yep.
Miserable affair.
It had its moments.
You used to be taller.
Really?
How did you sneak up on me?
How did you survive a knife through the heart?
I didn't.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I'm a family too.
Don't forget that.
Shit, man.
The dead have broken through the wall. Good.
She really has no idea, does she? I don't care, even if it comes at like the very last episode, I can't wait to see her die. I really can't. After everything, I hope it's Jaime who does it. Out of everyone. Or maybe Sansa, but I think Jaime will be the one to stick her. But this time with a sword.
You ever get lonely? I am partial to older gentlemen.
Poor girl. The pox will take her within the year.
Which girl?
Like, which one, man?
Our Queen's brothers are unlikely to survive their northern adventures, but in the event that they do...
No. Not what I'm thinking.
But in exchange for my service, Queen Cersei made me her hand. Over will she do for the man who rids her of her treasonous brothers?
Brothers. Both of them. Really? Like, he befriended the both of them, man.
I'm going to put a prince in your belly.
Good luck with that. I think there might be one already there. That's if she's really been telling the truth. Wow. Shit. Oh, rescue mission, is it? Go on, Theon. Hell yeah, man. Redeem yourself for being a bitch and jumping off ship. He kind of deserved it. Let's be honest. Come on, get up, time to be a man. You just want to fucking have that, you fucker.
You want to go to Winterfell? To fight for the Starks? Go.
Oh, man.
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die.
It's going to be crazy to see him going back to Winterfell. After everything. Of course, like him and Sansa reuniting. And just, oh man, just in general, him being back at Winterfell after what he did, you know?
Go on.
No.
I don't know how to ride a dragon.
Nobody does, until they ride a dragon.
What if he doesn't want me to?
Then I've enjoyed your company, Jon Snow.
I called it though, then I like, at the end of last season, was it? I said like, they're gonna ride a dragon each. Like, no fucking way, I'll be really gonna do this. No way. What? Oh my god, really? Like, if there was any doubt of him being part Targaryen, it's fucking done with now. Like, come on. I actually turned it. It's like, what the fuck? You controlled it? You've learned how to control it? Okay.
It's cold up here for a southern girl.
So keep your queen warm.
Damn.
Don't be afraid.
That's so cool. Oh shit.
You don't know any other rich girls?
Just gonna call it. Could there be something there, possibly? Maybe.
Do you have any faith in me at all?
You know I do.
She'll be a good queen. For all of us. And she's not her father.
No, she's much prettier.
Like, come on, Sansa, stop being all bitchy, like...
Did you bend the knee to save the North? Or because you love her?
Ooh. No answer, yeah.
I could use a pardon.
For what crime?
I borrowed a few books from the Citadel. Also a sword.
From the Citadel?
From my family. It's been in House Tarly for generations, so it would have been mine anyway,
Oh.
eventually. But my father had other ideas.
That's why they showed it on the recap at the start.
Not Randall Tarly.
Oh, no.
You know him?
I offered to let him retain his lands and titles if he bent the knee. He refused.
At least I'll be allowed home again. now that my brother's the Lord.
Your brother stood with your father.
Oh, man. See, he was kind of like okay with the thought of his father dying, but his brother as well, like...
Thank you, Your Grace, for telling me. But may I?
Of course.
Oh, man. Oh, poor Sam, what the fuck?
It's time to tell Jon the truth.
Oh man, I was wondering like, were they gonna like drag it out for like a few episodes or?
I wasn't a king.
But you were. You've always been.
I gave up my crown, Sam. I bent the knee. I'm not king in the north anymore.
I'm not talking about the king in the north. I'm talking about the king of the bloody Seven Kingdoms.
Bran and I worked it out.
What are you talking about?
Your mother was Lyanna Stark. And your father was Rhaegar Targaryen. You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne. Your father, Ned Stark, he promised your mother he'd always protect you. And he did. Robert would have murdered you if he knew. You're the true king.
Daenerys is our queen.
She shouldn't be. It's the truth. You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
Wow. Wow. It's true, would she? But then again, if they got married, would it really matter? Because I still reckon she'll get pregnant. I still reckon she'll get pregnant. And I called that at the end of last season when they, you know, finally, when they finally did it.
We can double up on the horses. If the horses last, we'll get there before the dead. We just have to hope the Night King doesn't come first.
Okay, I just had like a vision of him stabbing him in the neck, like. But no deaths in episode 1, can we please? No key characters. This is either Bronn coming into Winterfell or Jaime. We haven't seen him the whole episode yet, have we? Hey. Oh shit. Don't end. Don't end. Fucker! Oh, man! Like I said at the start, mirroring episode 1, season 1 with Jaime and Bran coming face to face. Because, you know, pushing him out the window and shit, like, oh, man. We just gotta wait a week now, ain't we? Shit, man. All this hype building up to actually sit and watch it. Now we watched it and the first one's over. Oh man, the hype has just been stupid. So much excitement, waiting for it, and now we've got it. It's over so quick. And like the next few weeks are going to be the exact same way. We've been so excited for this first episode, and before you know it, we're going to be watching the final one and the credits are going to be rolling and oh, it's over. It's gone by so quick. It's great seeing certain characters like reunite again, you know, like Arya. Like Arya's probably the one throughout the whole entire episode that had like the biggest like reuniting scenes, you know. Of course Arya and the Hound, Gendry, fucking, and of course Jon as well. I've seen that, like, just, oh man. And like I said, maybe, but then again, like, we haven't really got the time to really explore like something with Arya and Gendry. I don't know, because like she's a Stark, Gendry is technically Robert's true son, like, and I don't know, maybe they try and work some little side story over the next few episodes, but because she's old enough now, like, she's old enough now to have a little something, you know, something to fight for more than just families. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being silly, but as far as her and the Hound, like, even though she acted like she was still a bit pissed off with him, like she was standing there holding, like, ready with a sword, we did learn when she was, like, training with, like, the many-faced gods and everything that, like, back when they were testing her lying skills and stuff, and she said that she was happy that he was dead or something, and she got slapped because she was telling a lie, that she was sad that he was dead or something like that, right? I don't know, I think them two, I think it's kind of over with now, you know, because it would be a bit fucked up for her to turn around and kill him now after everything. After, like, him, like, keeping her safe. And also, let's not forget the fact that he kept Sansa safe as well. Little bird, was it what he used to call her? Yeah, I don't want the Hound to die. I think he has to come face to face with his brother and get kind of, like, revenge for the scar and shit. So that's going to be an epic battle between them two. Or maybe, thinking about it, right, the Mountain is technically a zombie. He died, right, or something. So could the Night King control the Mountain? Maybe. Yeah, I've just thought about that. Like, what the fuck? Or is the Mountain a bit like Uncle Benjen? Like, he's, like, kind of, he's not dead, but yet he's not alive. He's kind of somewhere in the middle, right? Because that's what Benjen was. He's become something else. I don't know. As far as Sansa, like, I've always rooted for Sansa. Always. But I think her character has become so cold and distant because of everything she's been through. And of course that's natural for all the trauma and all the shit that she's had to go through. For her to kind of go a bit cold now. I get that. But it's like, stop being such a bitch. Just stop. Like, just, like, oh man. Like, I get it. I get where she's coming from. And like, I'm waiting for her to turn around to Jon when she disagrees with Jon, and for her to turn around and say, but you're not a true Stark, you're a bastard. Like, I'm waiting for that line. I thought she was going to say it in this, like, just, and I can kind of see her saying it in front of everybody and kind of reminding everyone, like, yeah, you know, like, why are we really following you in the first place? And I can see something like that happening. And that's when it's going to come out in front of everyone that no, is actually the true heir to the throne. And like, man. Plus then, how is Daenerys going to, like, react when she finds out that she's technically not the rightful heir to the throne? And can the dragons sense that? Can they, like, tell that, like, Jon is the rightful heir? Fuck, man. I still stand on my theory that I made very clear in the, like, the teaser trailer thing. If you think this show's going to have a happy ending, you have not been paying attention. I cannot picture, like, Daenerys and Jon sitting on the throne and everyone happy, you know, Night King being defeated and everything, like, woo! It's to have, like, a happy ending at the full stop of this long story of fucking shit and pain and suffering. Like, it's out of character for the show. I can't see it. Only way I think we can have, like, a happy ending, because I personally think the Night King is just going to wreck shit. Both of the dragons are going to get took down. Jon and Daenerys and fucking Cersei are going to be some of the last ones to die. And the fucking Night King is going to sit on the throne and roll credits. Honestly, I think that's how it's going to end. I think the Night King had no dialogue, just straight from start to finish is taking that throne. I think that's how it's going to end. He's just going to sit down, fade to black, and roll credits. I think the only way that we can have, like, an actual happy ending, if you will, for the Night King to be defeated and everything, it needs to come on the back of some shit. I reckon Jon, I don't know, like, I think some of our main key characters is going to die towards the end. It's the finale, of course, like we don't have to worry about next season. I don't know, but I can see someone sitting on the throne who shouldn't be. I think it's someone we probably least expect, and they sit there because there's no one else who can, because they've died. I don't know, and I can also see Jon sacrificing himself for Daenerys to sit on the throne. And if she gets pregnant, then, yeah, thinking about it, like, if Daenerys actually gets pregnant, Jon will feel more of an obligation to sacrifice himself. Not just for the woman he loves, but for his child. You know, I can see him... I can see Jon dying in a battle against the Night King and dying. Or maybe he kills the Night King, but yet he dies himself, maybe from his injuries or something. And that leaves Daenerys sitting on the throne, pregnant. Because it is the Game of Thrones. Like, just because the show ends doesn't mean that people are not going to keep on trying to get onto that throne. Yeah, I can see... If Dany survives, I can see her being pregnant, sitting on the throne. Because, like, life continues. Like, the evolution of the Targaryen family line continuing. The only way I can see this show having a happy ending is through a load of fucking heartache and tears and pain and shit. I can see it happening. Otherwise, Night King just wrecks shit and just destroys, just smashes through everybody. I just want to watch the next one, man. I really do. Just want to, Man, for now, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. Alright? I've been SiTHFuRioN, and I'll catch you in the next one, man.